All right, what's popping, everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we're back with another video. Get in here, get in here. We got to get into some things. All right. So a lot of y'all have been wanting me to talk about this, and child, I was doing my best to pay it because I really didn't care. I'm gonna be honest with you, I really didn't care. And if you know me, you know I really don't care for Saucy, Santana, or DJ Akademics too much. So I mean, two people that you don't really care for, I didn't really care to even talk about it, but because you guys wanted me to get in here and talk about it, I decided that we'll get into some things. All right. So Saucy Santana and DJ Akademics are going back and forth, or Saucy Santana is going back and forth with DJ Akademics because Akademics went on his podcast and pretty much talked about the City Girls, mainly Krisha, in a sense to say that, you know, pretty much they're trash and that their record, they don't want to do music. Krisha's one of Diddy's side chicks, and you know, really talking greasy about women. And so Krisha felt some type of way. She made a tweet and talked about how, you know, these men are talking about her on the podcast and this, that, and the third. So Saucy Santana comes up and says, you know, well, you have all this energy for men. I mean, for women. Address me. Come out here for Halloween. Come out here. Come get beat up. You know, pretty much. I want to fight you. I will beat you up. This, that, and the third. Saucy DJ Akademics is basically didn't want to respond because he felt like, you know, if he responded, he would get canceled. He didn't want to say anything. All he wanted to say was bumbaclod and the F word. Oh, I'm leaving out a very pivotal point. Krisha called DJ Akademics a baddie boy. DJ Akademics said, all right, well, if I'm a baddie boy, if you and your best friend is a baddie boy, how do you really feel about gay people when you use that as a dig to straight people? You know what I'm saying? So Saucy Santana came out and pretty much was like, well, no, DJ Akademics, you act like a baddie boy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't act like that. And at the end of the day, you know, we use that word, you know what I mean, for gays in the community that act like real messy, real sloppy, you know what I mean? So it's more of a slur in that sense, okay? So that's kind of where it came from. Then it just escalated more and more. They was going back and forth. DJ Akademics ends up crying on live because he feel like he lives in America and he's got to choose his words wisely, this, that, and the third. And it was just a mess. So I'm going to give you guys my thoughts because also it was a big controversy around the fact that Saucy Santana said that, you know, once he beat Akademics up, he's going to give him his ass. Okay. So a lot of people felt like, well, you can't say that. That is harassment and this and the third. You shouldn't be able to talk like that. The LGBT can just get away with anything. You know, you shouldn't be able to say those things and blase, blase, blah. Right. So I'm about to give you guys my opinion on the thing. Like I said, I mean, I really don't, you know, Saucy Santana is not my kind of girl. Naturally, we probably would never be friends. And Key, DJ Akademics, same thing. But if I have to pick a side, I will go with Saucy Santana. I am going to stand with Saucy Santana on this. But one thing I will say before we get into that, I do agree with Akademics with one point. Akademics was very right about Krisha, and I feel like this is what most women. If you calling him a batty boy, that's how you feel about gay people in general. I think Saucy Santana blurs the lines of a pick-me sometimes, and sometimes he feels like, you know, he's more of a woman than he is a gay. So he tries to go for that straight acceptance. A lot of gay people in hip-hop culture, especially successful ones, they always are going to lean towards the popular side, and the popular side is to take the side of the woman, the black woman, and sacrifice yourself or your own people just to satisfy, you know, the heteronormative ideology. Because there's no way that I am going to sit up here and believe Krisha calling DJ Akademics a baddie boy as a slur doesn't mean that she feels like that. That's how she feels about gay people too. It's a slur. She pretty much called him an F word without saying it, but you called him a faggot. And you know, why would you use that as a means of a weapon to come at DJ Academics. You're talking basically you're saying he's feminine, he's a B, he's soft, he's weak. That's the terminology that you use. Then, you feel that way deep down about gay people. And let's just be honest with you. Like the city girls are very, well, I'll just say Young Miami, for sure. She comes across very homophobic. You know what I mean? She said very homophobic things in the past on Twitter about how if her son ever ended up gay, she would kill that mother and all kind of stuff. So she's Florida. She's ghetto. She's ratchet. She's hood. So, a lot of them hood ghetto women, they feel that way deep down about gay people. So I believe that. I agree with Academics on that point. She definitely meant that from a place, and that comes from a place from the back of her mind. She's not thinking, oh, you acting like a punk, a sissy. Like, no, girl, that was easy thing for you to call a straight man. Oh, you fat. You know what I mean? You would call that too. You would call a gay boy that too. You would definitely if a gay boy pissed you off and was giving you that, you would give that to a gay boy as well. Okay. So miss me with that. You know what I mean? So that was him just trying to, save his friend. That was a little pick me energy there. But as far as everything else, I'm in agreement with Saucy Santana. DJ Academics, if you can sit up here and pick on women, curse out women, address the man. Address the man that is coming for you. You know what I mean? And I hate when the straights do that, when all of a sudden it's like, oh, now we can't come for the gay because we're going to get canceled. The reason why I have a problem with that is because it further pushes this narrative that, women can be just, the most picked on and abused people and this, that, and the third. And, no one protects women and these gays get away with everything and we run the world. So then we become more targets. And then we can't have opinions on things because y'all keep trying to push this narrative that gay people just get so much freedom and so much access to the world. And we can say so much stuff and you straight people can't say nothing. And women can just be attacked. And as if we are the dominant, the dominant people. Gay people are very much so oppressed, very much so looked at as secondary citizens and second class citizens. It clearly goes the man, the woman, and then the gays. So we're always looked at as after straight people, whether you're a man or a woman. So I just think that idea to continue pushing that idea that you can't say anything to gay people because your career will be over. First of all, that's BS. And then two, it furthers that stigma of like only women are being attacked because it's like, well, hell, he's scared to say something to the gay guy, but he'll bash a woman. So it further pushes that women are just so easy to be picked on because no one cares about women. The gays will drag women, straight men will drag women, and nobody will get canceled if you drag a woman. And so the feminist movement, they can, start to latch onto that and keep driving that in, and as if, women are the only people that are attacked and oppressed by, society, which I don't like because that's just not true. And so my thing is, if you have a gay boy coming out and standing up, address it. But the thing is, when people argue with gay people, they want to be able to call you the F word. They just want to be able to talk about your orientation, say that you suck and peeing and eating, getting done in your hole. And, they want to just go into all your sexuality with everything. You know what I mean? There's plenty of things that you can say about Saucy Santana. His neck, his back, it's wide. Body, there's things that you can read there. He's a man with a beard with an itty bitty voice. Music is at this point is trash. It's no shade. He's quietly falling off, or he's had to follow Lotto, and that hasn't worked out well for him. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that you could say about Saucy Santana outside of his sexuality. I feel like when people want to just come for someone's sexuality, it's like, girl, you have nothing else to say. You're just homophobic. But Saucy Santana is a whole rapper that can't find another hit. He's the same person that, double down, very stupid, very double down on, Blue Ivy comments and said nasty things about Cardi B's baby and, went in on, then it said that they teach women how to be women, and then said, I beat your sister up, and you know what I mean? So he said a lot of triggering things where people just don't like him. You know what I'm saying? So you could have really drove that home in the reading match, DJ Academics, which I don't understand why he didn't do it, why you would sit there and cry. And hell, even Saucy Santana said, there's more for you to talk about me than just my orientation. My last 3 songs were a flop, which is true. I'm glad he knows, which I don't understand why you mad at me for saying that when you know your songs is trash. Ain't that crazy? Side note, make this about me real quick. Saucy Santana don't like me because we criticize, the songs and the music and this, that, and the third. But girl, them songs flopped. But you mad at me. These people be so crazy. Anyway, so there's that. And as far as him saying, oh, I'm going to do you in the butt, this, that, and the third. Listen, if you want to keep talking about my sexuality, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to beat your ass. And then, girl, I'm going to fuck you in your ass because you want to be a bitch. He ain't really going to do it, but I'm talk greasy to you because you want to call me an F word. You want to call me a baddie boy. Then I'm going to show you a baddie boy. I'm going to show you the F word. Like, girl, like, pay it. I feel like straight people are just looking for reasons to feel some type of way towards gay people. Like, get over it. And at the end of the day, gay people, we are allowed our privileges. Okay? We are allowed our double standard. Just like, and I hate to do this because I hate when people do this to me, but I'm going to do it right now. Just like us black people, we get away with saying certain things about white people that white people can never say. We get away with making white jokes. We get away with calling people crackers, white people, white trash. We get away with saying, we get away with making fun of white people all day long. You know why? Because we've been oppressed by white people for many, many years and enslaved. Guess what? Straight people have oppressed gay people for many, many years, enslaved us in our mind, in our communities, in our spirits for a very long time. So, girl, if we want to tell you, girl, we'll bang you in your butt if you want to call me an F word for all these years, girl, pay it. Get over it. You straight people have a lot more privilege than us gay people, and you guys are just feeling some type of way that now we're taking our power back and we're coming to the forefront. It is what it is. So on that note, I'm going to stand with Saucy Santana. DJ Academics is trash. And my thing is this, you sitting up here crying on live, but you will sit there and a woman, you will break her down, talk about her weight, talk about her face, talk about her body, talk about this and talk about that. And then a man come, you act like you can't say nothing. That was just crazy. That was crazy. So I don't understand why he would do that. You look like you took a major L. You know what I mean? But then I get it. What they tried to do was try to downplay Saucy Santana. See, the thing is, the academic wanted to give like, bitch, I'm not going back and forth. Like, what do I look like going back with a Saucy Santana? Again, that goes to my point. You'd rather go back and forth with a woman, city girl, than a Saucy Santana. Not because she's a woman and he's a man. It's because in the hierarchy of men, women, or in the food chain, Krisha, even though she's a woman and Saucy's a man, she is seen as more valuable on the food chain because she's straight. Even though Saucy Santana is a man, he's a tainted man because he's a gay man, so he's not valuable. He's definitely not as valuable as a heterosexual woman. Now, if he was a heterosexual man, he's the top of the food chain. But the fact that he's not a heterosexual man, he's a gay man, he is now looked at as being beneath a woman. So in that academic side, it's like, what am I going back and forth with a nigga named Saucy Santana with an itty bitty voice and a BBL and a beard? Is this what my career has come down to? A man sitting here with nails, looking like a Rick Ross doppelganger? Has my career gotten this low that I'm now arguing with Saucy Santana? I'm not. It's not worth it. I'm not even going to give him this because he's second-rate, second-class citizen. That's how they feel. And y'all not really catching on to that's what it's giving. That's literally why I feel like it's not just, oh, he's going to get canceled. He almost feel like he ain't worth it. Who is he? You don't get no clout off of that. He's a gay person. He's not hot. He's the best friend of. I'd rather go for the woman. She has more value than a gay man. That's just what it is. And that's to me why he didn't really want to push the issue. Also, now on Saucy Santana's side, let's just be honest. Saucy Santana's trying to revive his career. That was a great PR move. You know, he jumped in that. Everybody knows the best way to make, especially when you have a black woman audience, make them feel good, you know, get them back buying and support you. Go against the man, throw your problems to the side, become a pick-me, act like your issues don't matter, and pander straight to the black woman narrative. And that's exactly what he did. She didn't mean nothing about calling him an F word. That didn't affect me. I'm going to get out here and defend this black woman and come fight me. And guess what? All the same women that couldn't stand Saucy Santana because he said what he said about Blue Ivy, and he doubled down on that in Houston. And then he talks about, you know, teaching women how to be women and talking about beating up their sisters and, you know, all the things that he said that was controversial that made women not like him because he went out there and stood up for Carisha Please. Now all of a sudden, yeah, he's the man. We love Saucy. Yeah, Saucy. Yeah, come on. Never mind the fact that his homegirl literally kind of played in his face by calling another man the F word, and essentially goes to show you how she actually really views him. But because he is a slight pick-me and because he wants to be accepted in a heteronormative society, he's going to sit up there and act as if that's not what she did. And majority of the women, the straight people, the viewers, they don't really give a damn about gay people anyway. So they'd rather you sit up there and say, screw your issues. Don't come out here and say anything about in regards to your friend actually making a nasty, nasty slur and actually you getting hit with this straight. But no, get out here and defend her against this man and be the best friend, be the handbag and be the punching bag for that. And then, girl, hopefully, just maybe you'll get a career again. That's what that is giving me. And so Saucy had no choice. He had to get out there and try to, you know, get in on this PR move. I mean, that's at least how I feel. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Okay, I'm eating my little gummy worms right now. But listen, I love you all. Like this video, share the video, and get ready for the next podcast. Love you. Peace out.